Okay, just to make sure they can hear us now, yeah, you have unmuted us.
Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone
Alright,
muted.
welcome guys to what is more than likely going to be the final game of our in-houses tonight. 3 brilliant games so far. Let's make it a fantastic fourth and not like the movie. On the blue team we got Mr. Chubby, the troubled cake, who has been my co-caster so far. But I am now joined by Grang.
Hello everyone.
Yes, we've got the Borbing Kid, who is another mod. We've got Kybrioska, who is another admin. We have got quite a few admins in this game on the blue side. On the red side, we have Blib, Sakarik, and Kane. Late, who has been in 2 of our games today. We have Dopa and DC Shazam. If you've been watching, some of those names will be familiar. If you're playing, you might have messaged some of these guys on the left just to sort out all of the stuff that's been going wrong. But you know what? We're not worried about what's been going wrong. We're worried about what's going to be going right for these teams. What's going right is that the blue team banned Darius. Proving not just how strong Darius is, but especially his itemization. His Deadman's Blade is able to get the 60 bonus movement speed from the momentum passive, and discharging that into bites, like the extra auto attack damage, was really strong. And the first pick we see from blue team is a very risky one. The Zeref.
Yeah, that I'm always betting that has to be
It's going to be a mid lane Zeref. We don't see Zeref in any other position. Not even Faker would play him top. It's one of those. But one of the bans that we don't, Gangplank. He's been banned every game today. And I think we're about to see the reason he's been banned every game today.
But are we gonna see him in that mid lane or top lane? That's very nice flex pick for the team to have, just in case they wanna counter it with Xerath, but also to just have it there sitting on the top lane. But it does seem that the blue team is hovering over a Rumble.
The Rumble, the Rumble is one of those picks that it's going to work if you land your equalizer, your ultimate. And some people, they're just not that good at it. It's a fairly hard skill shot to hit, and sometimes it just won't manage to hit. But if you can hit it, it's a very impactful ultimate, and it can stay in lane against the Gangplank. We don't see it. We see the Kale jungle and the Cho'Gath coming in, and what a surprise, we see late insta-lock the Zed. And if you were here for the first game of the day, you understand why he insta-locked Dead. Because, well, it wasn't fun to watch that game. It felt quite... I felt dirty after that game. I needed to go take a shower.
Yeah, especially for the enemy team that was playing against him.
It was not a fun time. It was...
that was at least PG.
Zed has a very good matchup against the Xerath. He's able to dodge out a lot of his abilities, especially the from Xerath, the stun, with all his death mark and his shadows. And Xerath is known to do really badly against assassins. LeBlanc, the Zed. So that's why I think this blind pick Xerath was a really scary idea. And I don't like it if he takes with this ignite. I think he should pick up the barrier or maybe even the heal. Try and just get some, like, make it so he can live. Can't at the moment.
Yeah, I
But
feel that.
Do like the Zillion.
Yeah, I feel that Xerath should not go for engages, especially against the Zed. Should just wait with that orb. Wait until Zed ultis, and then wait until you can get a stun on the Zed to just cancel out some of that damage that he can do in that short period of time.
And speaking of time, we have a Zillion support log now. And this is going to be really impactful. For Zed will go in on someone and Zillion will just ult the same person. And you kill them with death mark, but what else are you going to do? You know, this isn't going to happen because he's just going to come back to life with a ton of health. Especially after rank 3 the ultimate.
Yeah, I think that the that the blue team has to put a lot of effort, especially on the communication, because they also have the Kale, who can put her own OT also onto that person that's being OT'd by Zed. So they have to like communicate that they won't accidentally stack those ultimates and just get 100% effectiveness out of those abilities.
Late isn't playing Zed. It is actually Sarah and Kane who is going to be playing Zed. Late's actually going to be on Jinx this time around. Taking Ignite. Do you remember the days when AD carries used to take Ignite? It was way back in season 3. AD carries took Ignite, then they started taking Barrier, and now they've started taking Heal. So they're just going to start taking Clairvoyance.
Yeah, I think that Ignite is better to have on your AD carry and then for your support to have the heal, because it kind of gives like more secure that you like there's more chances of you getting the kill with the Ignite rather than have your support to have it.
But in this case, Thresh also has Ignite because kill pressure.
Yeah, that's all it has to be, but that makes them very vulnerable, especially for ganks, because they don't have the heal. Well, for that heal, but also they don't have the movement speed that the heal provides them with.
Kyprioska on this Zilean. Now, Kyprioska is a high plat support main, and I know he likes Vel'Koz. Not Vel'Koz. He likes Vel'Koz, but I know he happens to like this Zilean. He's practicing a bunch, and I'm expecting great things from this Zilean, and I'm going to be very disappointed if he does not do well. Let's talk about the team comp, because these team comps, the red team, all they want to do is team fight. The Zed wants to possibly split push, but the Jinx wants to team fight, the Evelynn wants to flank and get a team fight, the Thresh wants to team fight, and the Gangplank wants to, like, half poke, half team fight, depending on what your playstyle of Gangplank is. But so does Blue Team. Blue Team want to sit in the back line. They want their Cho'Gath front line not to be able to be penetrated. They want their Kale hitting away. They want their Xerath way back. They want him throwing out his Arcano pulses. They want the Ashe to be able to kite for days. And they just want the Zilean whipping around with his massive speed buff and then having, like, bombs, like, stun an area and bring back to life the Ashe. So, the team comp from Blue Team, it's a weird extended team fight comp. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, maybe just trying to delay Red Team from getting that early power spikes from their team fighting potential. Maybe they wanna go for the first fights themselves. Maybe when Ashe hits 6, they can just try to have a dive onto the Jinx and then just try to snowball it from there.
This bot lane will be explosive.
Most definitely.
You've got the Jinx and Thresh, and they're going to be able to catch a bunch of people out. And the Zilean, if he gets the stun from his bombs, if you put a bomb on one, use your rewind, if you put a bomb on somebody who's already got a bomb on them, it stuns an area, so that. And so it's a very explosive one. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, this is very exciting indeed. The first Zilean game I have seen in a very long game. If you take away all the ARAMs that come across every now and then when you're bored. Yeah, it's interesting to see how he'll play. He'll try to keep poking with the bombs or just trying to save out the damage potential that he can come up with the 2 bomb stack and the stun.
So
yeah,
Cho'Gath scales very well. Kale scales very well. But Jinx scales very well. And in my opinion, Gangplank scales very well. I don't actually know which one of these teams is going to be better late game, but guys, screw the late game. Why are we talking about in the future? I want to talk about now. Because we are onto the Rift. Right? We're onto the Rift for the 4th in-house game. Was nice. And I think it's going to be quite a good one. We've got some interesting team fonts, guys. And I have just been kicked from spectator.
Yeah, same here. See if we can actually get back into the game.
Sorry about this, guys. Bit of a technical glitch, I suppose. Bit
Well,
weird.
it wouldn't feel professional if there was no technical issues.
Remember in LCK when they had the book splat?
Yeah, that was a great moment. That was in LCK, if I'm not wrong.
It was LCK because Monte Cristo was casting it. Wait, they're asking for a remake. Saying they have wrong runes and masteries. Don't know if they're going to remake it. We can keep going. Like there's...
Yeah, Cillian has 52 attack damage currently on that support Cillian.
No, that's not even the one. That's not even that. It's the Gangplank who has more masteries.
Ah. So it's multiple persons on the both team.
Yeah. Give it. Oh well. Wait, what? Okay. So currently we're a minute 30 into the games, guys. Millions have just spawned. Looks like Gangplank's just put down a barrel. Raptors, looks like he's going to be taking Raptors. Before he heads to lane.
Yeah,
Everyone's going to take...
Yeah, just trying to take those small raptors, that's 3 CS. I'll put him in his match. Just giving him a very small gold lead, but also
He's
gives
going to
him
actually stay in
XP.
the big one.
Yeah, just... he's actually going to take the big rap.
Yeah, he's going to do the big one. He's got the crystalline flask, so he may as well burn through the flasks. Then it gets them once he backs. This Seraph's going to take quite a bit of damage, and I'm scared for the Seraph in this lane. It's not going to be a fun lane.
Yeah, if he can just keep safe behind the minions and just try to keep putting those bombs onto a place where it would hit, or at least damage one or two of the bottom miners.
That is quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, Sarah just...
We have... That's going to be a lot of damage returned by the Seraph, actually. Trying to get the Arcana Pulse.
Yeah, let's see if he can get the stun onto the Zed. But it doesn't look like how they're positioned. That Xerath is looking for that play at the moment.
No, Xerath doesn't have Ignite, he has the barrier. So,
okay, so he
doesn't have much kill pressure.
Yeah.
Cho'Gath does have the Ignite in top lane compared to the of the Gangplank, so I am expecting to have to try and have some kill pressure, but you know, barrels are pretty strong in the and they do quite a bit of damage. That'll be the hook actually not landing.
Yeah, what worked actually pretty nicely against Gangplank, because if he manages to poke you down on that early game, and actually let's forget that.
Evelyn will land, has got the red buff. Oh, he does not have enough damage.
Yeah, so getting back to the point. So if Gangplank manages to poke down Cho'Gath in the early game where he doesn't have that cooldown yet to keep poking up with the parlay, Cho'Gath can just kill a minion, and thanks to his passive keep quite healthy next to those anti-cookies that he has already consumed.
Alright, Joe, but you're meant to be on play. I'm not meant to be casting the skirmishes. You are.
Yeah, I was thinking that we're doing this quite wrong.
Yes, we're doing this very wrong. Swap positions. I'll be and you can be Gaffer. It's brilliant. Take it.
Excellent.
And come at you with So this top, Evelyn is actually a bit of a stop.
Yeah, let's actually see. Evelyn tries another gank, but just Joga just flashes away from harm's way, and he's actually quite low on mana. See if he can
Cho'Gath's
somehow.
passive will grant him a bit of mana back, but
Yeah, but it's not much. It's like 4, I think. At
a bit
this.
more than 4. It is. I don't know. Because I doesn't check.
Well, it's around that grass. Don't need exact numbers anyway.
I believe it is more. Quite considerable. Scales level as well.
Yeah, we can't actually see from this spectate point. And actually, Gambang gets a nice barrel, but Joga responds with an ignite, but that's not gonna be enough. Gambang gets the first blood, but Joga does get the return kill. But still, it is the first blood money going for Gamblangs.
He's gonna be able to buy his shit. That's quite considerable because the barrel damage is increased by the damage dealt by the attack that sets off the barrel, if that makes sense. So if he uses a parlay to set off the barrel and the sheen applies on the parlay, then the sheen effect also applies on the AoE damage of the barrel. But the Cho'Gath's picked up a Glacial Shroud, which means he has 10% CDR, so he can do the Orphan, and he has armor and mana, and he was running out of mana, so
Yeah, it's kind of a core item, especially for Cho'Gath to go for the Frozen Heart and the Rod of Ages, were the core builds for Cho'Gath. Actually, it takes a lot of damage from Gamblang early on, thanks to the Sheen. Down to half health and even less. Evelyn tries a gank on the bottom lane, but gets spotted out and slowed down by Ashe. Ashe keeps
passive slows.
chasing. Evelyn is gonna go low, it has to flash away. Is he gonna go down? No.
Dark Passage actually saves him from the top lane.
Yeah, Gambang using that ulti and just straight out kills Cho'Gath. Camera going all over the map.
A lot of action.
Yeah, Ashe getting hooked, but the flay does not connect. Just keeps farming away. Quite even on farm.
The Glacial Shroud doesn't do as much like armor as the Cho'Gath was hoping. That was like double damage. The Cho'Gath just didn't respect.
Yeah, I think it was the passive for Gambang that did most of the damage. That he was just not ready for. Just walked up behind Gambang to farm up those minions that he had, and just was not prepared for it. Just got taken down to half health, and from there on it was quite easy for Gambang to just follow up with a kill.
Evelyn looks like now she's just going to take the Rift Sculptor, and then the options for Evelyn are she can visit that top lane.
We actually see that Ashe was getting hooked down in bottom lane and the cage coming up. They're following up on the Ashe. There's an ignite. Ashe should be going down, and it's Jinx that gets the kill.
Nice barreled mechanics.
Yeah, Gambang is getting to that stage where he's very dangerous, getting to that danger zone on that Gambang build. So far only has a Sheen and the makings for a Phage. Seems to be enough so far.
Hale is close to getting ahead of Barrow, but Evelyn is close to getting ahead of Moonblade. A massive spike in power for both of them.
Yeah, both junglers maybe trying to look for a gank. Could be on the top lane.
Evelyn's going to get the Rift Skull.
Yeah, to give it that vision on the both sides of the river. Keeping some nice information if the kill.
I was going to farm up until she gets, because just needs to get to late game and get possibly a National 2.
Oh, that crit, and there comes the ultimate from Gambang. Joga returns with an ignite, but it's not gonna be enough. The last auto attack from Gambang is gonna finish up that job.
Such good play for the Gangplank. He realised that the the Cho'Gath was going low and said, hey look, if you stay in the tower you're gonna die because you're gonna get slowed and you're not going to have enough health to walk past it. So remember guys, it was the Gangplank that was picked before the Cho'Gath. The Gangplank was picked in the first rotation for red side, and Cho'Gath was picked in the second rotation. So
we actually see a Engage coming up from the bottom lane. Ash going well, but has the Cillian ultimate. Trace has to flash away, but there comes a TP from Gangplank, and now Ash is in a horrible place. Gets picked up by Gangplank, but does get the return kill himself from that Thresh.
It was a good TP by Gangplank, but I feel like it was good for him to get involved in the kill. Now he's 4-1 and is going to take over this game very quickly. But
it's now interesting to see that Gangplank did teleport downside to the map, but Evelyn is on the top side, so they are not going for Dragon, which they could have gotten with the map movement that Gangplank did make. Now he just has to go back and run up to the lane before Cho'Gath can take it off. And actually Evelyn is going to make her way to the top.
Gonna wait for Gangplank to get there.
Yeah, just...
But Jinx to get the bot.
Yeah, that's also very big. Just some money that you can get. Okay, Gangplank has now arrived on lane.
She's gonna go.
Yeah, they're closing up the news. Cho'Gath has to flash away. Science keeping him alive for so far. Tries to eat Evelyn, but it's not gonna be enough damage. Another kill for the Gangplank, who has finished up his Trinity Force.
It was just a textbook gank. I feel like Cho'Gath should have just saved his flash because there was no way he was getting out of that.
Yeah, try to make the best out of the worst, but it didn't quite go the way that you really wanted to go. But now Gangplank is gonna be able to take down the turret. It looks like he does have enough damage. He does.
Cillian breaking out somewhat, but the bomb's not really landing. Cho'Gath's not having a good game either.
No, still only with that Glacier Shroud. And down 30 CS, 37 CS around. And that's...
Unlucky. Gangplank is quite strong in this current meta.
Yeah, most
this
definitely.
hour after getting collapsed on.
Yeah, but his team is there to back it up. Instead, it's a 3-man push for that turret.
Evelyn doesn't have her ultimate, so this flank isn't going to be as good.
No, but if they find a wrong kill, which is exactly what they do, now they're chasing, there comes the Gangplank multi, but the death sentence just sentence kill to her death. And now the Dark Passage comes through, and the ultimate from Zed, but there's a Cillian ultimate that's gonna keep him alive. There comes the pop, and no kill. Very sad Zed. But Ash actually looking for a kill onto the Jinx, gets the ultimate, flash, and Ash gets the kill. But now the red team is now collapsing onto the Ash, and Ash with only a heal, yeah, she's not getting away. Gangplank picks up that one.
Would be Cho'Gath getting that tower on top of it? Did the dragon just knock back the barrel?
It could have been if it was placed right on top of it. Xerath tries to steal it, but doesn't get it. The dress actually lands a hook onto the Xerath, but Xerath flashes over the wall. But now he's given chase by 4 members of the red team. Gets a stun onto the Evelyn. There's the parlay, it's not quite enough damage, exhaust comes through, but he's just does another skill shots, and Gangplank finally picks it up with a non-skill shot ability.
Can't miss a point and click.
Yeah, most definitely not. And Evelyn now tries her rock about getting a kill. Gets a slow, gets a smite, but tries going for a hook. That's
That flash wasn't necessary.
Now Cho'Gath is once again in trouble, this time by a Jinx gank. Almost gets killed. If he could have gotten like a silence, I think that would have been enough silence and an auto attack.
If Cho'Gath hadn't walked straight back into the barrel, he might have been able to do that. Alas.
Yeah, let's actually remember this is still the Gangplank with the support runes.
Yes, this is support rune Gangplank.
Yeah, and to see that he's just doing this is quite
It's a
amazing.
new meta, guys.
Yeah, support Gangplank never fails you. What's he gonna support? Himself. Alien finding a pink ward.
The
Nothing
vision
special.
game isn't too bad for me to say. Like blue team, the vision game from blue team is a bit superior, as blue team has the red side blue buff completely watered up, and Gangplank is just walking around saying,
Oh, can he get the steal? No, it's a bit too late, but it doesn't matter because he does do damage with those barrels. Flashes in for Xerath, I'm not sure if he can do enough damage. Actually, the ulti gives some hope of damage kill, but it's not gonna be enough. And now ulti comes up for Xerath, but Gangplank is already at the outer ring. But now he finds a
"There's a
Cho'Gath.
Will Cho'Gath get revenge?"
But yeah, but can he get at least a return kill? Get stunned out, but now Zed has joined, and there's the ulti stacking coming up. That saved actually Kael's life. The Kael ulti was gonna run out in time. Yeah, now Zed and Gangplank are both trying to kill this Cho'Gath. There comes the Num, but it's not enough. Fight going on. Between two occasions on this one lane. Now Ash picks up the kill onto the turret, but she goes low himself. Jinx is not able to get the kill. But there comes the TP from Gangplank. Gangplank is looking to re-enter this fight as a new challenger. But doesn't actually get anything, just gets stunned up. And a little bit late on that barrel mechanic. Now that barrel was not quite in range for the second one. Doesn't get the stack in, but doesn't quite get that one either. So 3 in a row fails for that barrels, and the Xerath ulti is already back up and gets the kill onto the Jinx. A very short cooldown.
It was ridiculous. Right,
Yeah,
so red team have just tried to push in that top wave for a good 2 minutes, and they've achieved nothing. They got 1 or 2 additional kills, but apart from that, they didn't tie any objectives to that kills. And if they can't start tying objectives to these kills, I can see blue team getting back in this just because of how well they're gonna scale.
Yeah, that's gonna be the downfall for the red team. But unless Gangplank can be their holy savior as he's trying to be, finds Kael in the jungle, but Kael just uses that ultimate to save him. Doesn't walk into the barrel range, very smart.
Generally, walking into damage is not a smart thing to do in League of Legends.
Especially if you can walk past it, you always want to take that route. It's a lot more pleasant and it comes with free pancakes.
It does. It does come with free pancakes. Except those pancakes are the enemies that I've crushed.
Belgium-made pancakes.
I would have liked to see Cho'Gath not build a frozen heart this game. Because barrels from Gangplank, they ignore 60% of the armor. So that gets rid of 60 of the 100 armor coming from frozen heart.
Oh, we actually see that Evelyn is trying to 1v1 against this Ashe, but Ashe is too strong. Just ultis and just straight up auto attacks Evelyn to death.
Use the ult to get the stun in. But I would like to see the Cho'Gath run a bit more health and not just armor. A bit more effective.
Here comes the Xerath ultimate once again, trying to hit the Jinx. Doesn't manage to land few of them, but the rest of the team focus was on that Trace, just managed to walk past from the side. And Gambang actually just comes up just to clear the wave. Nothing big. Just
The
like
dragon comes up in 10 seconds, but blue side have no actual vision on the dragon. It's only the red side that have vision in that river apart from one ward, which is actually just timed out of the blue. And so...
Yeah, speaking of actually vision, the blue team just walks up straight up to the red team shock wall and just ambushed Thresh and Zed. Thresh manages to take the prompt to get sense of the wave and Zed tries to shadow away. But this fight is still going on, and Gambang has a huge crit! All of the 4 members actually kills up Jogat, and now Cillian is also dead. Xerath gets a return kill onto the Gambang, but that's just not so much. Evelyn just picking off low health Kayle once the OD runs
Rules
out.
of League of Legends, you don't chase a singe and you don't fight on top of the barrel.
And the fight is still going on! Ash actually flashing over the jumpers so he won't get stunned, gets the last auto attacks, and picks up that kill. Now 6 and 3. I feel like if there's gonna be carry on this game, it's gonna be the Ash for the blue team. He is doing massive work for his team.
TP tried to steal that, didn't quite get in the steal. Good try though, good try.
Yeah,
I like
this-
these tries.
Yeah, jungler was not there, so his chances of stealing were much better than they would have been.
The Kayle build, I am not a fan of. Because I like the Devourers, but it looks like they're going for Rylai's after the Devourers, which doesn't augment
Yeah,
the
just
doesn't augment the Devourer. You need to either be going Nash's Tooth or Runearms or something like that.
and just trying to get some health, get a slow once he activates that E. But other than that, I see no reason to pick it up at this stage. Like maybe after items that you mentioned would be much better, especially with that Devourer. But now the blue team is pushing up on the inner turret on the mid lane with 4 man. Kayle is on the river though. Taking a Rift's control? He is. But it doesn't matter because Sharon is now ulting and into the back line. Almost kills Zed. And now Zed has to back away but doesn't die.
Gangplank has TP, so Gangplank can join this point and fight whenever he wants. And it's probably going to be as soon as he takes down his tower and then takes down the Kayle.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they felt about this sending only one champion against a fake Gangplank. There comes the OD, picks up that kill, and now he's free to push. On the top lane, the blue team has no DP to go defend, they have to recall.
The Jinx rockets are enough to clear the wave.
Evelyn trying to sneak uppercut, but gets spotted and then OD'd and stun locked to her death. But the red team is kind of chasing and delaying the recalls coming from the blue team, so Gambang might be able to take the inhibitor turret on the top lane. But Jinx gets a lot of damage from the Xerath. Yeah, but yeah, there goes the turret.
Now stop in here push. Does lose a power though.
Now the blue team is trying to respond with a turret of their own. They do get a Zed. And Jogat flashing away from the turret aggro. Doesn't go down himself, but the Kayle is still chasing Gambang on the top lane. It's an orange, no slows, no worries.
Damage from that barrel.
Yeah, now Thresh walking up with a bit too close.
Look.
No, Evelyn comes in with a flank, gets the Akane's embrace onto the multi-members of the blue team, but there's not really a follow-up, but there comes the cavalry. Gambang has now come back into the fights, protecting the honor for his team, and actually now uses a TP to go on top lane. He might get an inhibitor. No, Kayle and Xerath are both recalling, but Jinx is not moving forward to stop them.
That is already recalled. But Cho'Gath doesn't have much to do.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3 members to stop a split pushing Gambang. Will be enough.
Should have asked one. Should have like died.
There comes Xerath, he misses one.
99% slow from Zillion, guys.
Yeah, there he goes. Finally, it took 4 members just to kill a Gamblanc, who is now building for IE, and that's gonna be a huge item for Gamblanc.
The crits on the barrel is going to get even stronger. There's going to be more chances of flattening. You're going to have so much more attack damage. Not going to be fun times.
Now, if you thought that the crit damage was big already, you have not seen anything until he finishes up that IE. But Dress gets stunned over the wall. Actually, Cillian follows it up, tries to get the bump stack onto him. He's just left behind. Kale is gonna pick up that kill. But Jogat is now pushing the top lane while the 4 members of the blue team are pushing that middle lane.
Jogat doesn't even have TP to get into this fight.
Now he has to keep pushing top lane or either just push it and then join them. But Gamblanc! What happened? He just got poked down by Ashe. No, it's still available. There comes the Ashe arrow. It misses. But the damage from Ashe is still too much. Jinx goes down. There comes the ulti, but the invulnerability stacking.
It's losing you from out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's the Ashe. The prophecy has come true. Ashe is carrying this blue team.
The Frost King.
And now they got the inhibitor on the mid lane, and now they got an inner turret on the top lane. But are they gonna go for more? It doesn't look like it. Most members are just gonna go back to the jungle. Are they possibly prepping up for Baron?
I feel like it will be a Baron play, especially because blue team do have a lot of the vision. Red team have not been allowed any of this vision, apart from that one sole lonely ward in that Baron pit. But look at the damage, the barrel has been set up, not able to proc it. The auto attack from Zillion will shut down the barrel.
Yeah, this is a very sad sight. They're recoiling on a ward.
They are.
But actually, Gamblanc now has an IE.
Gangplank.
Oh, and Cillian! Walked right into it! Did not see it coming. That was at least almost half of Cillian's health. With just one barrel. No, this is still strong. Why you never do it. The red team in the meantime, Jinx, soloing up Dragon, second one for their team. They're up 2-1.
That was Let's look at the 80 carries, because we've not even touched on them all.
No.
There is an entire item advantage for this Ashe. Yeah, Ashe has an entire Bloodthirster. That's huge. In the fight, you will realize just how much extra damage Ashe is doing, especially because of the slight actually average damage increase she has just because they're passive over other carries. It is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, indeed, it scales very nicely with the W of Ashe, but now Cillian is a little bit caught out, uses the speed up and the slow at the same time thanks to that rewind, but now Ashe is found by Zed. He uses a death mark, but Ashe almost takes no damage at all, then proceeds to ulti Evelyn, who gets Dark Passage onto the safety, but it's only temporary because they found Jogat and Xerath. Xerath using that ulti doesn't get any kills so far, but Jinx is very low, and they're chasing their
Gangplank will just used to slow them down.
Now the blue team is pinging up for the top lane inhibitor turret. And thanks to the wave hero Xerath, they might actually...
The lane that they had pushing, they set us up a few minutes into that.
Yeah, they have to be very careful for the crit of Gamblanc. You don't want him to be able to prep up those barrels. in the sides. You just have to have a vision. Try to have some range person. Just try to clear them out. And Ash is kinda alone pushing up this turret. If he gets hooked,
Yeah.
but he misses. Evelyn still flashes, and the Super Mega Turret is gonna finish that kill. Yeah, Campbell found his way into the pack line, but Ken is gonna pick up that kill. But blue team is very low from this, and the red team is actually choosing not to chase after them.
Kale is on 27 stacks right now per Devourer, so will have the Devourer saved within next camp she clears after the Skull Crouch is currently doing. So this is 29 stacks.
Now we're finally going to hit up that stack, boys. Been a
One
long
more
game,
stack.
only 30 minutes, but it's finally going to happen very soon. Just needs one more.
And it looks like he will be going for the national as the third major item. So,
Okay, so
I was
more
third
attack
second, but 11.
yeah, just trying to maximize the amount of time that the E is active, as many auto attacks as possible. And Zerat steals a rip-off, which is kinda important for Jinx. But now Campbell walks into an unwarned push. He just gets taken down instantly. It's the Jogat who gets the kill actually.
With the ultimate, actually. Cho'Gath just ate a Pyrus. And apparently that is what you do with
Yeah, is that how pirates usually have one leg because they had the other one eaten by Jogat?
This is, yeah, that's so the Jinx steal will not land.
It was
Just not a bit too early.
a little bit too early, but Evelyn being very brave, just recoiling next to the bridge. Manages to get away.
I feel like this is gonna culminate to just one massive fight, and it's gonna depend on if the Ash dies first or if the Gangplank dies first.
Yeah, those are the two carries for their respective teams. And like we saw on that last fight, Campbell got caught off, they do Baron. Now if Campbell dies here, they might actually go for the game.
It is getting a very tense fight. It does have that additional AP and aid from the Baron. Apparently we need to get this in here. Valky's do a number on the Zillion, but just get the heal down from the tail.
Yeah, almost no defensive items to go. Actually, only has a Frost Queen's claim as the solo item.
Pushing that entire time.
Yeah.
Empower on top.
Yeah, now they're pushing off an inhibitor, and Ash flashes in, gets the kill onto the Jinx and the Zerat ulti, make sure that the rest of the team is low health. But they're just gonna back away. There comes the Campbell ulti, gets in, it's almost hitting onto Ash, and Ash is gonna pick up the first Nexus turret. And now Dress is a little bit all alone, has to flash away, but Ash is still chasing, gets the kill onto the one kill. And now he's looking for the Campbell, it's a double kill, it's a triple kill, but doesn't get the one kill. Scumbag Jogat eats that up. And that's game.
That will be a game. Ash ends with 15 kills. That was a very good game. We saw it go one way or another way. We saw how strong Gangplank can be, and we saw how strong a Fed AD carry can be, and then we saw how good calls can be. Watch.
Yeah, despite going down a little bit on the early game, they managed to pull it up quite nicely. Thanks to the Ash.
The caster that was earlier with me today, the troubled cake, pulling it out in the end. He did fuck up early, but you know, I forgive you. You're not making us cakes look as bad.
Now we actually see that Zerat was the surprise factor that did the most damage with 34,000 damage.
That doesn't That doesn't surprise me because Xerath died once in that entire game. Ash died 5 times, which means Xerath had much superior positioning, and positioning on the Xerath is all you really need. Had a Zhonya's and a Luden's Echo, so no one was ever going to touch the Xerath. He had insane movement. This Echo, this Xerath could just do to play around of red. Having that much damage doesn't surprise me because if a Xerath is allowed to do damage, he will do an insane amount of damage.
And actually, what's quite interesting is that we didn't see that Zed was going for those assassinations against Xerath on lane. I don't think that happened even once.
Alright guys, I believe that is going to be the final game for today. I thank you very much to all of you who are watching. Thank you very much to all the mods who have been involved. Thank you to Troubled Cake for casting with me. Thank you to Grunge for casting with me. You did an amazing cast, bro. I look forward to possibly casting with you in the future again. Remember, if you have just joined us, this is House Party 5v5 EU West. We're doing in-houses, these are just for fun. House Party 5v5 is a tournament that is being set up that lets us play, that lets us amateurs play in an LCS-like setting. Well, not setting, but like in an LCS-like style. We have a subreddit, which is House Party 5v5 EU West. We have a team. Go check it out. Signups are closed for Season 1, but you can always look, you can always follow the stream, how Season 1 gets along, and then see if you decide if you want to play in Season 2 if you're not signed up for Season 1 already. I'm playing in Season 1, Rung is playing in Season 1, everyone's playing in Season 1, and if you're not, come join us in Season 2, it's going to be a fun time.
And it's not only just for the players, it's also a good chance for upcoming shoutcasters just like me to gain experience in shoutcasting overall. So a very well wide range of players and casters that this is reaching.
It's a very open idea that we've got. So I want to thank you all for watching. I've been Gaffercake, this has been EU West In-Houses. You've been awesome. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Good night.